Have you ever wondered if there are still places on Earth where no human has ever set foot? Yes, there are. From forbidden mountains to hidden caves, our planet holds secrets in spots so wild and untouched, they're like snapshots of a world before us. Think of spiky mountains that have never been climbed, hidden caves so deep that no human has ever reached their end, or a rainforest so dense and protected that it's home to tribes who have never made contact with the outside world. And what about an underwater trench so deep that the pressure would crush you before you could even glimpse its secrets? Welcome back to another amazing episode of Snotrial. Today, we'll explore 12 locations that remain untouched and completely unexplored. By the end, you'll discover a mountain so sacred that climbing it is forbidden and a cave so dangerous that even the most experienced divers fear its depths. So, get ready to dive into the unknown, and let's uncover the secrets of the last untouched places on Earth. 12. Zisingi de Bemaraha National Park, Madagascar. Let's talk about Zisingi de Bemaraha in Madagascar. A place so wild, it feels like it's from another planet. The name Zisingi means where you can't walk barefoot, and once you see it, you'll know why. Imagine a forest of stone, towering limestone spikes, some over 100 feet high, sharp enough to make you think Mother Nature was in a really edgy mood. These jagged peaks stretch as far as the eye can see, creating a maze that's equal parts beautiful and terrifying. It took 200 million years for rainwater to carve this insane landscape, and even today, much of it remains untouched. Navigating this place is like walking through a field of giant knives. In 2020, researchers discovered a new species of fish in one of its hidden caves, proving life thrives here, but humans don't. With suspension bridges above and secret caves below, Zisingi de Bemaraha is a reminder of how wild and mysterious our planet still is. 11. Star Mountains, Papua New Guinea. The Star Mountains in Papua New Guinea are among the wettest places on Earth, receiving an astonishing 33 feet of rainfall annually, over 3 times more than the Amazon rainforest. This intense rainfall deeply influences the landscape, covering the mountains in lush greenery and forming powerful rivers that carve through the valleys. In 1959, an expedition led by Jan Sneap aimed to scale these peaks, but the extreme weather led to unforeseen challenges. Heavy, continuous rains caused a helicopter used for scouting to crash, abruptly ending their mission. The climbers faced nature's overwhelming force, and despite their efforts, they did not reach the summit, narrowly escaping the mountain's grasp. Today, the harsh conditions prevent the placement of weather stations, leaving the area's climate data inconsistent. The Star Mountains remain largely unconquered, with their peaks symbolizing nature's resistance to human conquest. 10. Sarlacc Pit, Canada. In 2018, a massive cave known as the Sarlacc Pit was discovered in a British Columbia provincial park, named after the creature in Star Wars. This cave, usually hidden under snow, only became visible as the snow receded in recent years. The discovery occurred during a helicopter flight intended for counting caribou, highlighting the hidden secrets beneath the surface. The Sarlacc Pit is a vast natural pit, measuring 320 feet in length and nearly 200 feet in width, making it one of the largest discovered caves of its kind. Caver Lee Hollis explored the cave, descending 260 feet. His exploration was halted not by the cave's depth, which extends further, but by a powerful waterfall on one side of the opening. This waterfall, fueled by glacier melt, flows at about 4,000 gallons per second, creating a spectacular yet challenging barrier that complicates further exploration. 9. Gangkhar Puensum, Bhutan. Gangkhar Puensum is often called the highest unclimbed mountain in the world. Nestled on the border between Bhutan and China, this towering peak stands at 7,570 meters, presenting a formidable challenge that has yet to be conquered. The first explorers who attempted to conquer Gangkhar Puensum could not even locate the mountain, thwarted by the elusive nature of this Himalayan giant. The mountain first caught global attention in 1922, but it wasn't until 1983 that climbers got the green light to attempt its ascent. Despite their efforts, each expedition faced insurmountable obstacles, from harsh weather to technical difficulties, ultimately forcing them to turn back. In 1994, respecting these values, Bhutan banned climbing mountains higher than 6,000 meters, and by 2003, the country had prohibited all mountain climbing. This policy reflects a deep respect for local beliefs and the environment, reinforcing the mountain's status as sacred and inviolate. 8. Challenger Deep, Mariana Trench. Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench is recognized as the deepest part of the world's oceans, surpassing even the tallest mountains on Earth in depth. Despite advancements in technology that have enabled submersibles to explore these depths, most of the trench floor remains unexplored by humans. The extreme conditions here include pressures more than 1,000 times greater than atmospheric pressure at sea level, creating an environment so hostile that only specially designed vessels can survive. Each journey a submersible makes into this abyss is a significant achievement, offering only brief glimpses of a dark, cold world permanently hidden from sunlight. The few successful expeditions have unveiled a stark and surreal landscape, inhabited by unique creatures capable of surviving in complete darkness under immense pressure. These include ghostly fish and bioluminescent organisms that contribute to the mystery and allure of these profound depths. 7. Vale do Javari, Brazil. Vale do Javari in Brazil is a vast area of Amazon rainforest, nearly as large as Austria, and is one of the last places on Earth where untouched human cultures thrive. It houses about 2,000 people from 14 uncontacted tribes across 19 villages. The Brazilian government stringently restricts access to protect these indigenous communities and their way of life from modern threats. Entering this territory without authorization is considered a criminal act because such protection shields the tribes from diseases and external influences that could wipe them out. Government planes patrol from above to ensure the tribes remain isolated and their environment stays unspoiled. Despite these measures, Vale do Javari is a target for illegal activities like smuggling and mining, often leading to conflict. These activities pose significant risks, evidenced by the murder of a British journalist in June 2022, which underscores the ongoing challenges and dangers in this remote and lawless region. 6. Devon Island, Canada. Devon Island in Nunavut, Canada, is the largest uninhabited island in the world, known for its severe, Martian-like landscapes. It's a place where the climate tests the limits of survival, featuring brutally cold winters where temperatures can plummet to -58 degrees Fahrenheit and the landscape is often shrouded in dense fog. The stark, barren terrain is occasionally interrupted by the Horton impact crater, a striking scar left by a meteorite 39 million years ago, adding an extraterrestrial feel to the already alien landscape. NASA has taken an interest in Devon Island, not for habitation, but for the opportunities it offers to simulate conditions astronauts might face on Mars. The isolation and extreme environment make it an ideal testing ground for space exploration technologies and human resilience in harsh conditions. The island has become a stage for practicing the future steps of human space exploration. These remnants of earlier settlements from between 1924 and 1951 speak to the enduring human spirit and our fascination with conquering the most formidable places. 5. Lesnoy Lake, Russia. Lesnoy Lake in Russia is shrouded in mystery, almost like a whisper of folklore that exists in the snowy expanse of the Taimyr region. This lake, hidden so well that even local maps once forgot to mark it, only came to attention when satellite images accidentally caught its elusive waters. Some think a melting glacier formed it, others believe a meteorite crashing to Earth might have carved out its basin. The lake's exact location remains a bit of a puzzle, adding to its allure and mystery. It's said to be somewhere in the Nizhnevatovsk district, but even that information feels like part of the legend. This secrecy and isolation from human touch make Lesnoy Lake a fascinating subject for those who love to uncover the Earth's secrets. Its waters hold the quiet solitude of a place untouched by human hands, a rare find in today's world where every corner seems explored. In 2018, researchers attempted to locate the lake but were thwarted by harsh weather and dense forests. 4. Pluragrotta. Pluragrotta, situated in Rana, Norway, is a fascinating cave system that became accessible in the 1960s after a local lake was dammed, exposing its complex network of underwater passages. These passages are filled with icy water, navigating through which involves squeezing through tight spaces and managing strong currents around sharp rocks. The typical diving path in Pluragrotta forms a V shape, challenging divers to locate air pockets in the cave's higher sections after diving deep. The cold temperatures and rugged terrain make each journey through the cave a test of skill and endurance. Deep diving here carries risks like compression sickness, necessitating extended exploration times, sometimes over 24 hours, to ensure a safe, slow ascent. Despite its dangers, which have claimed 3 lives, Pluragrotta remains a site of remarkable events, including a Guinness World Record-setting marriage ceremony held in one of its air pockets, highlighting the cave's allure and peril. 3. The Yucatan cenotes. The Yucatan cenotes in Mexico are like nature's hidden treasure chests, tucked away under the Earth's surface. These are not your ordinary caves or pools, they are magical sinkholes filled with crystal-clear water, formed over thousands of years. Think of them as secret windows into an underwater world that feels almost otherworldly. The Yucatan Peninsula sits on a bed of limestone, and over time, rainwater seeped through the rock, carving out these incredible underground labyrinths. Some cenotes are open to the sky, like giant natural swimming pools, while others are hidden deep in caves, accessible only through narrow passages. Some are so deep and intricate that even experienced divers haven't fully mapped them. Imagine swimming through tunnels where no one has ever gone before, discovering chambers filled with stalactites and stalagmites that look like frozen waterfalls. In 2021, divers discovered a 347-kilometer-long underwater cave system, the longest in the world. 2. Kamchatka Peninsula Volcanic Areas, Russia. The Kamchatka Peninsula in Russia is a land of fire and ice, home to over 300 volcanoes, many of which are still active. Kamchatka is thousands of miles away from major Russian urban centers, connected only by a few infrequent flight services. This remote corner of the world is a stunning showcase of nature's power, with its volcanic peaks and thermal hot springs set against a landscape often blanketed in snow. Exploring the deeper volcanic regions of Kamchatka is a challenge even for the most seasoned adventurers. The harsh terrain is made up of rugged mountains and dense forests that are tough to navigate. The unpredictable volcanic activity adds another layer of danger, making these areas not just hard to reach but also risky to explore. It is marked by long, harsh winters that see heavy snowfall and bitterly cold temperatures. These conditions can quickly change without warning, creating treacherous travel conditions that can trap even well-prepared explorers. In 2022, the Tulbatchik volcano erupted, creating a river of lava that stretched for miles. 1. Mount Namuli, Mozambique. Mount Namuli, a beacon in northern Mozambique, rises from the plains of the East African Plateau, draped in mystery and largely unexplored. This majestic mountain, cloaked in lush greenery, stands as a challenge to the curious and the brave, holding secrets of the natural world that have yet to be fully discovered. The lack of well-trodden paths and the mountain's sheer cliffs guard its many mysteries closely. These natural barriers preserve the unique ecosystem that thrives on its slopes, where unique species of plants and animals have adapted to life in isolation from the surrounding lowlands. This isolation is compounded by the area's limited infrastructure. Roads that lead towards the mountain are few and often in poor condition, turning what could be a simple journey into a formidable expedition. The nearest towns are several hours away by car, and from there, reaching the mountain's base often requires a hike through dense, untamed forests. In 2019, researchers discovered a new species of chameleon on its slopes. Our world is full of hidden wonders waiting to be discovered. Subscribe for more incredible stories, and we'll see you in the next one.